Today we will be leveraging Microsoft Entra ID uh, access reviews, and then we control the um, group exclusions, or maybe let's say if on a conditional access we provide a exclusion for a group, and if we wanted to make sure that the users who are part of the particular excluded group are kept up to date, right? Then we can leverage access reviews for that. So, for example, we have a CA policy. On the CA policy, we say that all users require domain joined computers, except a group of a user because they are not ready yet. Their computers are not yet domain joined. Typically, when an administrator creates a conditional access policy and they provide certain exclusions, that's there. I mean, nobody will kind of revisit and then say like, okay, I mean, do we really need those exclusions to be there? Do we need those users to be removed, et cetera, right? So we don't have a governance mechanism, an automated governance mechanism there. So if we can leverage the access reviews and have the end users to reattest that and reattest and confirm that, okay, I still need to be part of that exclusion because of XYZ reason. We record that reason as well, and that way we are kind of keeping that particular exclusion list up to date. That's what we are trying to do in this particular lab. From a licensing perspective, you would need that person who is going to look at the access reviews. That person would need to have that P2 license, Entra ID P2 license, and for the targeted user who are the targets of this conditional access policy, they would need at least a P1 license. P2 covers both of it. So we'll start with creating a conditional access policy, and then we start a exclusion. So maybe we'll create a group to start with. Exclude 01, give it a name, require 01. And now we can exclude a user, John Doe 100. John, or rather, this user right now is a part of that particular group. I mean, I don't think we can share that we have excluded. Now we are going to create a conditional access policy to exclude the group. Entra.microsoft.com, and then protection, and then conditional access, and then maybe we can go ahead and create a policy from the template. That'll be easy on us. We can create. Right now, it'll be in a report only mode. So we go to this particular policy, and okay. All users included, and we're going to exclude. Okay, I mean the break class account, not bad. Any which ways, let that be there. Adding to it, we are going to exclude that particular either the group, which is going to be our one which we created here. CA excluded. Let's see group name. We go to this particular search bar and then we exclude that group, and that is that. So we have only one user for now. The grant, let's say maybe device to be compliant, or maybe, yeah, we'll just keep it this. Like, our use case is basically we have a CA policy which is demanding the devices to be in a hybrid joint state. We wanted to create an exclusion, carve out an exclusion, and that particular exclusion is done for a group. And the members of that particular group would need to reattest themselves, stating that they would need to be excluded from that particular policy because of XYZ reason, and we record that. Might as well go to the conditions, and the device platform will say applicable only to Windows. Makes more sense because we're talking about hybrid joint devices. And save it. Now the policy is created, or rather getting created, which will demand the devices to be in a hybrid joint state, and we are excluding John Doe 100 based on the group we have excluded. On the Entra page, we come to identity governance, access reviews. I'm going to create a new access review for that. So create a new access review. What are we going to review? We're going to review group. Select the group. Select the group. See excluded 01 group. All users. Either we can set, give this job to a specific administrator, or maybe we can have them to review themselves. Duration in days. Duration. How long, within how many days that would need to be completed. That's what this would mean. Yeah, we can keep it for every week because it's a critical exclusion, or maybe you can, if you don't want to bother too much, maybe monthly, quarterly, whatever suits you. Start date is again, etc., etc. End date. We're not going to have any end date for that. Next setting, auto apply the result to the resource. So that would mean they say that I'm out of this particular group, they are automatically applied. If the reviewers don't respond, either you can say remove access, or no change. I'll keep it no change for now. Again, depends on what you want to achieve. Justification required, email address, notifications, reminders, etc., etc. All good. Affiliation. I'll go to. It says as the license. This would need a governance license. I would leave it to you for the licensing part because there are certain recent changes here. Moving ahead, give it a name. Create. That is created. I expect to receive an email for that periodic access reviews. Let me see if I've received one. Okay. Yeah, so please review, access review, etc., etc. You need, this is what I get to see. Now I can click on review access as an end user. It will take me to my access. It'll say that, okay, do you still need access to this particular group? I'll say yes. Reason, I am working on a project XYZ, which requires my Windows PC to be joined in maybe work group, something like that. And whatever makes sense. If as an end user, if that makes sense, to keep myself excluded because of XYZ reason, I jot this down. It's a mandatory field and I submit it. And that will make sure that I'm retained in that particular group, and then the exclusions would be applied. It's completed. Yep. If I say no to that, then I would be automatically excluded from that particular group, and then the exclusions will be automatically revoked for me because I'm not part of that particular group. The same logic can be extended to, so for example, you have a group on which you are having certain users, and those users are having certain set of licenses assigned to them, like maybe Visio or some other specific license assigned to them, and you want that to be reviewed in every once in every 3 months, or maybe quarterly, maybe half yearly, yearly once, at least to keep that particular group updated. You can always leverage this particular access review as a feature. From the administrator perspective, if there is any audit which is happening, or if you want to keep a track of all the approval self attestation which has been done, you have a record of it. So you go to the access review, the one which is in which we have created. You can say the reviewers are obviously self um, audit logs. Yeah, this is the one which we did now. It's a success. Um, the approve decision, and then yeah, John Doe 100. Yeah, so you have all the justification recorded as well. So you as an administrator, you're not going to take a you're going to relieve that particular risk of documenting and also confirming that this person wanted to have an exclusion because he's part of that particular group, etc., etc. If you want a team to take a decision, maybe some other team, a security team, to take a decision, you can, in the approver, you can basically subscribe to them, or maybe you can have them as an approver. That is also a possibility. Or maybe you can have the same person self to approve or reject based on whatever he feels is appropriate, he or she is feeling appropriate, depending upon what you're trying to achieve, like conditional access exclusions or license approvals, etc., etc. All of them can be done in the similar way. Thank you.